Lauren Fox. I'm here talking to you from Okayama, Japan. I just made this move about 2 weeks ago from Baltimore, Maryland, and while I was in Baltimore, I was teaching at the studio there, and I loved it, and I didn't want to lose this part of myself, this love of teaching. I didn't want to give up any of the skills that I've learned along the way. I just want to keep practicing and getting better at being an instructor. So what I'm hoping here is to provide classes online to students who are interested in yoga, just want to have fun and just kind of have like a really good time flowing on their mats. So if you've never taken class with me before, how I work is I really like to infuse a theme into my class. I like to think about what do I want to feel like at the end of my practice. And for me right now, I'm really into this idea of new beginnings. So in the first 2 weeks I was here, I was definitely jet lagged and I was feeling kind of wibbly wobbly all over the place and not really myself quite yet. But now that I've rounded that corner around jet lag, I feel like I'm finally ready to embrace this new experience and really open myself up to this idea of new beginnings, really take advantage of this time that I have here in Japan. So I hope you'll join this journey with me. I'm going to lead you through this practice today. It should be about an hour. And yeah, we're going to have a really great time. So let's all start by sitting comfortably. That could be putting a bolster or a blanket underneath your hips, whatever you'd like, but just find some position that you can really find a sense of ease. And hands can be perhaps on your lap. I'm going to put mine, one hand to my belly, one hand to my heart, because I like this sense of connection, of feeling really in tune with my body. And so maybe you close your eyes. And in these first few moments, just focus on the breath. Allowing each inhale to lengthen the spine. And each exhale, sinking the hips, relaxing the shoulders. Settling into your body, your breath. When you're ready, perhaps slowly opening the eyes, taking a soft gaze. And we'll move to all fours. So I'm going to plant my hands, step my knees back, and I'm seeking to align my shoulders directly over my wrists, hips over my knees. And from here, I'm going to soften the belly, take my gaze forward and up. Inhale, up to my cow pose. Exhale, press the mat away, round the spine to cat. Inhale, lifting up to cow. And exhale, back to cat. Inhale, one more time up to cow. Try and lengthen the spine, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, trying to look towards your navel, pushing the mat away to get a really deep arch. And then finding your neutral spine, returning to center. From here, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, sweep it through and under your left arm, bringing the right shoulder blade down to the mat. Your right temple can rest on the mat as well. And you can use your left hand to push the floor away, deepening the twist. or if you prefer, you can even take that left hand up and back and reach for the opposite hip. Just trying to prepare our bodies nice and slowly for this practice, which has a lot of hip openers, some chest openers. Really focus on feeling good and vibrant in our bodies, because that's what a new beginning feels like, right? There's a lot of excitement. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, plant it back down. And then lift yourself, releasing the twist, opening back up to the right. And then exhaling the right hand back to the mat. Nice. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dive the left arm under and through. Now planting the left shoulder blade onto the mat. And again, you have the same option that you took on the other side. So perhaps you lift that right arm and release it to the back. And then stretch that right arm up, replace it to the mat, and then sweep back through, lifting the left arm up, and replanting the left hand down. Nice. Tuck those toes, lift those hips, and we'll go into our first downward facing dog. Now for this first one, be really generous with yourself. Perhaps put a bend in the knees, a little bounce to this downward dog. Get super happy, super frisky. The first time it's going on a car ride, it's great, it's awesome, it's excited. Pressing through the fingertips nice and wide, so much so that you might even see the whites of your knuckles. Allowing that head to hang, no tension. We're all excitement and hope right now. And looking forward, we'll walk our feet to meet our hands, coming into our forward fold. Feet are about hips distance apart. And just soften the back of the neck, perhaps grab opposite elbows, and allow yourself to dangle. And again, because it's the first forward fold, feel free to put a really decent bend in those knees. Just try to remove any strain in the lower back. Maybe you shake your head. Release the elbows, and then one at a time we'll stack the vertebrae. Coming up nice and slow, allowing the gaze to do the very last thing. That reaches the top. Great. Inhale, lift the arms long and wide. I'm going to step a little bit away from the back wall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Again, let's do that. Stretching the arms out long and wide, lifting through the side body. Palms pressed to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, lifting arms out long and wide. Exhale, hands to heart center. And one more time, out and up, scooping all the energy. This time grabbing your left wrist with your right hand, and exhaling, pulling yourself over to the right side. Even stamping down with your left foot to get a really long, deep stretch along the length of your left body. So, inhale, back up through center. Exhale, grab the right wrist this time. Pull on over to the left side. And when I say really deep stretch, Honestly, it's not that deep. It's more just about a really good feeling, yummy stretch that you're feeling from hip all the way up to fingertip. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Heel toes, feet together. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms up, really pulling the spine long, gazes forward and up. And exhale, melt the heart down to the floor. Inhale, we're going to press our hands into our shins and extend the crown of the head forward, trying to create a really long spine. Lots of space between the ears and the shoulders. And then on your next exhale, melt back into that forward fold. Inhale, press the shins away, present the heart. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, press crown of the head and heart forward. Exhale, release. Step the right foot all the way back, coming into your lunge. From here, you can grab a blanket if you like to tuck underneath your knee. So we're going to bend the right knee and untuck the toes. And having that little bit of padding might feel good. From here, inhale, sweep the arms up, out wide, lifting into your crescent. You know, it's still early in class. We don't want to dump all our weight into our front thigh and hip. So really try and still pull the knees together, engage the navel to spine, and lift through the collarbone. It's really proud low lunge. IT bend or your psoas can be really tight when you first start to stretch, depending on what time of day you're doing this. So just be easy with yourself. Have patience. And exhale, hands down. Right hand is going to plant on the mat. Inhale, twist open to the left. Left arm can come up. And then exhale the left arm down to reframe the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back kneecap, taking a moment to feel the full stretch in this long lunge. Noting if your left knee is anywhere forward of your left ankle. If so, pull it back so you're stacking one directly on top of the other. And then from here, we're just going to step the right foot back to meet the left. So we're in our forward fold. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Step the left foot all the way back. Release the back knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up wide. Getting nice, gentle breath in this movement. You can always just bring your hands to your kneecap or your hips if that feels more stable. Exhale, the hands back down. Left hand plants. Twist to the right. Right arm can extend upward to open. And then exhale, the right hand back down to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the hips and kneecap, finding this long lunge. And press through the back heel. Crown of the head is still going forward. And then we'll step the left foot to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. This time we're going to scoop all the way up to the top, building energy, pulling that energy down into our heart space. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold yourself in half. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Step the right foot all the way to the back of your mat. And release the kneecap down, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, release the right arm. Inhale, twist over to the left. Taking a few breaths here. Exhale, the left hand back down to frame the front foot. Tuck the toes, lift the kneecap. And then on an exhale, step together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right or the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Release the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, lifting up. Just trying to warm things up, get things moving. Release any tension that's going to prevent us from feeling our very best and open to new experiences. Exhale, release the hands. Plant the left, twist open to the right. And then exhale that right hand back down. Tuck the toes, lift the kneecap. Exhale, step to the forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's do one sun salutation, a traditional one, just to start warming up the shoulder blades as well. So this time, inhale, sweep the arms up all the way to the top. Exhale, we'll fold ourselves down and forward, letting the heart lead. Inhale, press the shins away, crown of the head comes forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, step back to your plank. We'll take a moment here to actually experience this plank. It's important that we're engaging our navel, pulling it to spine. This is the little bit of core work, right, that we have here to get everything warm and working. Press the mat away, try and stack those shoulders over wrists. Gaze is soft and forward. And then when you're ready, pull those shoulder blades just slightly forward to those wrists. Bend the knee elbows coming down through your chaturanga. And then release to your belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale either to a cobra. So if you're doing cobra, you're just going to pull the chest forward and up. Maybe straightening the arms as long as you can or as it feels good. Or if you prefer, you can always come to an upward facing dog, which is where you'll push the mat away and lift the kneecaps. In either pose, you really want to lengthen the space between the ears and the shoulder blades. Your own personal little mermaid stretch. And then exhale, releasing back down to the mat. Tuck your toes. Press the mat away, lifting maybe up through your plank. And exhaling back to your downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Lengthen the tailbone towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. Inhale, look to the space between your hands. Exhale, you can step, you can walk, you can jump up to your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extend crown of the head forward. Exhale, release. From here, we're just going to step back to our downward facing dog. We'll take just 1 or 2 breaths here, just for a moment, settling in, getting ready to flow, getting ready to add on. On your next inhale, sweep the right leg up. You can bend that knee and open the hip. Pushing the right heel as if it was going to open the window or door over to the left behind you. Inhale, straighten the leg, square off the hip. Exhale, sweep the right leg through and plant it between both hands. If your foot doesn't make it all the way up to the space between your hands, like say you're here, just feel free to manhandle yourself and move that foot where you need it to be. Okay, we're going to keep the kneecap up this time. And when you're ready, you'll inhale all the way up to a high crescent lunge. Same mechanics as our low crescent lunge though. Really trying to pull the knees up so that the tailbone is scooping under. Arms are long, shoulders are relaxed. Breath is easy. And just to open up the chest, let's bend the elbows and come to cactus arms and pull that chest forward. Almost as if you're kind of doing this little back bend here. So elbows are pulling back, chest is pulling forward and up. Maybe the gaze goes up a little bit. Inhale, arms straighten. And then exhale, plant the hands. We'll open to a twist. Left hand will plant, right arm will open. And we're just going to make this even a little bit bigger this time. With our knee not on the floor, there's maybe a little bit more room to lean back to make this pose expansive. And then exhale, replant the right hand, square off the hips. Take a moment here in the low lunge. And then from here, you're going to press off that right foot, get nice and bouncy. You're going to lift up to your standing split. Left foot comes up. Try and keep those hips square so the foot might not come up very high. All good. And then exhale the left foot back down to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms, lengthen the spine. Exhale, ride the breath, ride the exhale all the way down to the bottom of your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Step back to a downward facing dog. Three breaths here, pressing the mat away. Gaze is soft, right at about that shin level. Still trying to pull navel to spine. Keeping those ears in line with your shoulders and wrapping the elbows in to help you push the mat away firmly. Inhale the left foot up. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hip. Ugh, that feels so good. Inhale the left foot straight. Exhale, sweep it through and plant between both legs. Nice. From here, nice bounciness. Inhale, lift yourself up, crescent lunge. It's like you've got caffeine in your back heel and it's lifting up trying to take you taller and higher. Tuck that tailbone, lift from the navel. So much going on. And then exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, twist open to the left. Try to broaden the chest. You're going to bring the left arm behind you. Exhale, square off the hips. Take a moment here in the low lunge. Get bouncy again. And when you're ready, press off, lifting into your standing split on the left. And then exhale the right foot to meet the left foot. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to center. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Option to throw in a chaturanga or a vinyasa flow here if you like. Otherwise, you can plant the hands, step back to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths. There's always ways to heat up your practice or tame it a little bit, keep it just more within reach. The most important thing is that you make the flow, make the poses work for you. Poses serve us, we don't serve them. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, sweep it through, plant it. Hopefully not with so much of a thud. Inhale, lift up. And you know what we forgot to do, but it's okay. We can do it again on all sides this time. Pulling the chest through, pulling the shoulder blades back. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, release the left hand to the mat. Extend the right arm up and open, twisting. And then exhale the right hand back to the mat. Inhale, press the mat away. Lift to your standing split. Exhale, release the left foot to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Option to go through your vinyasa flow or just step back to your downward facing dog. Whichever you choose is great. We'll take 3 breaths in downward dog. Inhale the left foot up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. Still trying to keep those shoulder blades square even though the hip is opening and twisting. Inhale, straighten the left leg, trying to square off those hips. And then exhale, bring the leg through, plant. Inhale, lifting up to a high crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the shoulders down, press them back, chest comes forward, little back bend here. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, release the hands, plant the right hand, twist to the left, and pull back to the left arm, exaggerating the opening. And then exhale, square off the hands. Inhale, press yourself up and away. Lifting the right foot, half split or standing split. Exhale, release the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lifting the arms up to the top. Exhale, this time we will do a vinyasa flow all together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, bend through those elbows. Coming down to the belly and untucking the toes. Inhale, either cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Nice work, guys. Inhale, the right leg up and back. Exhale, sweep the right leg through and plant it between both hands. Whew. Low lunge. From here, we're going to release our back heel to the mat. Both hands are going to come to the inside of the right foot. And we're going to make our way into a triangle. So at this point, you might be thinking, I need a block, Lauren. I, bad on me, did not bring my yoga blocks to Japan. I know, I'm the worst. But I'm a creative gal, so I found some other things around the house. I've got a bento box. I've got Tupperware. Basically, I can get creative and just use whatever's around the house. I don't need regular props to make my yoga work for me. So from here, I'm going to plant either my right hand on the inside of the right foot or possibly on my bento box or block. And I'm going to begin to straighten the right leg, pull the left arm up and open to my triangle pose. And the idea here is you want to pull open the top side of your hip, so that's pulling back. The underside of your hip, the right hip, is tucking under. And sometimes you'll hear instructors say, make yourself like you're between two panes of glass. So that's one way of putting it, but I like to think about being a flower between two pages of a book. So even as the flower gets pressed between the pages, there still retains a sense of texture to the flower. It never becomes completely flat, completely pressed. Usually once you've opened up the book, you can still see where there's the wrinkles, the ridges. And the idea being here is that our bodies are not necessarily meant to be completely flat, completely stacking one hip on top of the other. So just allow yourself the opportunity to just be as your body was intended, keeping some texture. And then exhale, this left arm is going to sweep over the ear. You're just going to bring it across your face. You can take your bento box, turn both toes in, just walk yourself through this wide-legged forward fold. Left toes are going to go out to the side. And voila, we've set ourselves up for triangle on the other side. So I'm going to take my bento box, I'm going to put it on the inside of my left foot. Left hand will go on the box. And then from here I can twist open to this side. And again, just trying to open the chest. Maybe my gaze goes forward or up. That's okay on my neck. Option 2, to just keep the head looking down. And lengthen to both sides of the body. And then exhale the right arm forward, Let it sweep across your face, and then very slowly come into wide-legged forward fold. So toes are going to come in, heels will kick out a little bit. Inhale, flat back, extend the crown of the head forward. And then on your exhale, allow the chest to melt down to the mat. No tension in the neck or the shoulders. Trying to allow the tipping to happen from the hips, the fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, we're going to go back to our right lunge. So right toes will open to the front of the mat. We'll lift the back heel into our lunge. And then from here, we'll just step back to a downward facing dog. Nice, nice, nice. Inhale, the left leg up. Exhale, sweep it through and plant. This time, we'll release the right heel to the mat. And when you're ready, you'll cartwheel the arms up and open, finding warrior two. So, what's going on in this warrior two? We want heel to arch alignment. We want this left knee stacked either just behind or over top of the left heel. Try not to go forward, just to protect the knee. Still engaging the navel, shoulders are soft. Just adding a little bit of heat to the sequence. And then from here, you're going to take your left elbow and plant it on your left knee, or if you prefer, you can bring that hand to your block. I will grab a new block because that one's too far away. This time we got the Tupperware. So now my left hand is on the Tupperware, and my right arm is going to come up. The big difference between this and the triangle is that my left knee is still bent. From here, I am going to straighten my left knee, lifting the left arm, so coming up to the triangle. Hello, Tupperware. And then exhale, sweep the right arm across my head, in front of my face, going through my wide-legged forward fold until I come to the other side. Right toes go forward. This time my left toes have turned in. My Tupperware is back to the inside of my right foot. I'm going to bend into my right knee, and I'll lift up warrior two. Ta-da! Who knew you were so talented? Taking a few breaths here. We're not going to hold any one pose too long. Just trying to be stretchy, feel good, excited about every possibility. Exhale the right hand to the inside, either to your Tupperware block or the floor, or maybe elbow to knee. Lift the left arm overhead. Extending. And then we'll walk the left arm through, sweeping to the center. Hello. And if you'd like to do something different this time while you're in your wide-legged forward fold, you can interlace those fingers behind your back and then begin to pull the clasp away from you, lifting the pinky fingers up overhead to help you open those shoulders. And release the hands, grab them in a clasp, replant them on the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, take your block up. Left toes go to the front of the mat, coming back to the lunge, and then stepping back to a downward facing dog. Very nice. Couple breaths. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Plant the left heel. Find your block if you need it. From here, we are going to go back up into our warrior two. A few breaths here. Transition to your side angle, taking either your elbow to the right knee, hand to a block or the floor. Lifting the left arm up overhead. And we'll straighten the right knee, finding triangle. And sweep it through, walking through that wide-legged forward fold. This time, turn left toes out, pulling all the way up, warrior two. Side angle, left hand comes either to the mat or the block, lifting the right arm up overhead, and then gently straightening the left kneecap up to triangle. And sweeping through, toes come in, heels come out, wide-legged forward fold. I'm going to try not to forget either of these blocks, so I have them with me. Option to find a different variation in your arms or to bring your yogi peace fingers around your big toes to help you pull the crown of the head down towards the mat. And release the toes if you have them. Inhale up to the flat back. Exhale, taking your blocks with you. Turn the right toes out. Lift the back heel. And step back to a downward facing dog. Yum, yum, yum. 3 breaths. And we'll just walk those hands back to meet the feet. Finding the forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Let's do 3 of those. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. And then we'll just inhale, rounding the spine. Lifting all the way up. Gaze being very last thing. Good. From here, we're going to step our right foot forward about 2 to 3 feet. My left toes are going to kind of come out a little bit on the side, so they're more at like, we'll say 10 o'clock. I want to square off my hips, and I kind of have created railroad tracks to make room for my hips. Once my hips are square, I can do a couple things with my hands. I can keep them on my hips if my shoulders are really tight. If I have a little bit more flexibility and openness in them, I can take my fists and push them into one another. That's one way to help open them up. Or I can do reverse namaste, taking the palms of the hands, pressing the fingertips, and sliding my prayer hands up my back. From here, I'm going to lift from the chest, and I'm going to bow forward, trying to find a flat back. So we're here in pyramid. On your inhale, extend the left arm forward. Extend the right arm forward. Yes, a little bit of core work here. Try and keep yourself balanced by pressing into all four corners of both feet. They're almost like going to tear the mat in pieces. They're pressing so hard away from one another. And then you're going to bring your right hand to your right hip. And you have an option here of taking your left hand either to the inside of your right foot, again, great place for a block, or more traditional twisted triangle. You can take your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Pause here, assess, make sure things are good in your world. When you're ready, you begin to twist the chest over to the right and extend the right arm up, pulling the right hip back to help keep you square and opening through that IT band and chest. This is a big pose. Not an easy one. So if it's too intense to have your left hand on the outside of the right foot, modify it by keeping it on the inside or keeping your right hand to the right hip. All of those are really great options to make the pose work for you. Another couple breaths. Try and bring that crown of the head forward as you push the right hip back. And then exhale, both hands come down, just fold over that front leg. Like, we did it. Good. Bend a little bit into that right kneecap. Maybe walk the hands actually forward so you can step back into your downward facing dog. Ooh, doggy. You really feel the difference in the hips now. And then we'll just walk those hands back to meet the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale. This time we'll just do a nice flat back, reverse swan dive all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. And this time, left foot is going to step forward. About 2 to 3 feet. I'm going to turn my right toes out a smidge and walk my feet apart enough that my hips can square off. Once I'm feeling really good and grounded between both feet, I'm going to choose the arm variation that I like. So I'm going to go for a reverse prayer. I'll bring my fingertips together, swing them up my back, and begin to pull my shoulder blades back. Exhale, bring the chest forward, coming into your flat back. Inhale, right arm and left. Really trying to build some heat in the hips, core. This time my left hand comes to my left hip. It's helping guide the left hip back. And then my right hand, again, it's either going to come to the floor or to my block or bento box. And it'll either come to the inside of the left foot or the outside, whichever feels right and good to you. When you're ready, again, you can totally assess and say, you know what, this is it, this is good for me. Or you can extend that left arm up to get the twist. It feels super good on that left IT band. And then exhale the left arm down. Just dangle, just hang over the left leg. Bend the knee, walk those hands forward, step back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Just noting the difference in how your hips and legs feel. And when you're ready, drop into your knees, taking a wide-legged child's pose, pressing the hips all the way back. Taking a moment just to rest and absorb all the good work that you've done so far. Walk the hands in. Press yourself up to a seated position, and we'll just bring the legs around and extend them out in front. From here, we're going to go into our staff pose. So I like to remove what my mama gave me. Just hoist up. Inhale those arms up. And then on an exhale, melt forward, reaching for whatever I can get. With my calves, my heels, my toes, whatever is accessible to me. Trying to allow the bend to come from the hips and not from the lower back. Inhale, come back on up. We'll bend our knees, scooch our hips forward, remove any blocks or props that are in our way. We'll make our way to our backs. From here, let's take a figure 4. So my left heel is going to be on the mat. I'm going to cross my right ankle over the left knee. I'll reach through the window and grab behind the left thigh, and then I'll just begin to bring the whole kit and caboodle in towards my shoulders. Gently release, keeping the legs just as they are. I'm going to bring that left foot back to the mat. And then we're going to press the hips slightly over to the right. And then slowly we'll begin to allow the right foot to descend to the mat or the floor, coming into a twist. Now I like to grab my right foot with my left hand. This helps intensify some of the stretching on the outside of my right hip. I can do that. And then if I need even more stretch or even more length in that hip, I'll take my right hand and extend it out on a diagonal away from my knee, from my hip, allowing there to be lots of space, lots of possibility in this moment of new beginnings. And slowly make your way back up to center. Bring your hips back to the center of the mat. Undo the crossing of your legs. Left ankle will cross over. Right knee this time. Pull it in. Grab behind the thigh. Like a lot of people, I store a lot of tension and anxiety in my hips. Um, so for me, having this time and setting time aside to really focus on stretching, doing a lot of good hip openers, it helps release some of the blockages, some of the anxiety that I'm holding on to about the things that I am nervous about, moving to a new country and all the transitions that are happening that are really exciting, but also, with all things, there's like, when you don't know, when there's uncertainty, sometimes there's stress. So allowing myself the space and the time to kind of process those emotions. And hip openers are just one way, one tool that I use to help me experience my emotions, to really kind of uncover what's going on. And then release that right foot back to the mat. Once that foot is on the mat, you can kind of gently push the hips over to the left. And then allow the twist to occur, bringing the left foot down to the mat. Maybe you grab the left ankle with your right hand. Maybe you reach that left arm out and away. Gently bring both knees back and then reach the inside of the feet, finding your happy baby, so drawing those knees down into your armpits. Maybe your baby is extra happy and you kind of roll about for a little bit. Releasing the tension in your lower back. And then hug those knees to chest. And releasing the feet out long. Coming into your Shavasana. Now as you come into your Shavasana, try and relax the shoulders, let them be heavy, sink into the mat. Close your eyes. We'll take 5 minutes just to settle. And slowly begin to come back into the room. Perhaps wiggling toes and fingers, rolling out wrists and ankles. When you're ready, extend those arms overhead, nice and long. And one last stretch from your fingertips to your toe tips. Allow them to feel all that space, all that possibility in your body. And then curl into a fetal position on whichever side feels good to you. Take a few moments here, pausing. And then use the strength of your top arm, just push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Eyes closed if that feels comfortable to you. I'm going to bring our hands to heart center. And I want to close today's practice with a quote from Becca Lee. She's a favorite poet and writer of mine. And the words that out of hers that I want to share today are, I am stepping out from beneath old skin and unburdening my shoulders of weight of unending comparison. For you see, these fears, these insecurities, they are not mine, not truly. They belong to a world consumed with the superficial, when I am born only of real flesh and real blood. I was not made to carry such sorrows in my bones. So I will step out from beneath this old skin and learn to live with only love and graciousness, as I begin to see this glorious life through fresh eyes and eternally open hearts. Bring your thumb knuckles to forehead center. Taking one last collective breath. And exhale, we'll all bow forward. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in class today. I hope you enjoyed it. I plan to release more videos like this along the coming year, and I'm excited to play around with different themes and kind of talk to you about my experience living abroad and some of the challenges that I'm facing and how I address them or I work through them through my yoga practice. If you really like today's class and you want to continue practicing it on your own, I have a suggested playlist, and that's included with a link in the body of this YouTube channel. So feel free to check that out. And if you really liked it, hit subscribe, say that you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Appreciate it. And again, I hope to see you at the next class. All right, take care. Bye.